Damn. Off, off the bat. What's good, everybody? It's your boy, and I'm in a joyful mood today. Why? Because I just had my day. Today is my day off, so I'm just enjoying it. I've been enjoying it, and one of the things I've been doing was looking in Death Battle for a new something that I haven't watched yet, and somehow I haven't watched Shigaraki versus Mahito. I hate this guy with a passion. Reasoning? It wasn't for anything that happened in Shibuya. I just find him I just fucking hate the guy. I used to like him at one point, but now after rewatching, reading, I just don't like the nigga. I really don't. That's just me. But anyway, we're just gonna get to it. Let's get it, y'all.
Shigaraki versus...
So, by the way, my thoughts of who's gonna win, I'm just gonna go for Shigaraki. I feel like Shigaraki will win this, being how bro could just one-tap him. Again.
The symbol of fear versus the human disaster.
Still sick, though.
He's
No, I'm still sick.
Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle. Tenko Shimura was just a sweet, shy boy who loved superheroes.
But sometimes the hand of fate can't abide sweet shy boys.
Ruthlessly beaten and abused by his hero-hating father, Tenko...
Damn. By the way, sad that the My Hero show is finally over. After so many years. I'm gonna be real, I used to hate it because of the fan base. But then, if you just so-key skip some of the school slice of life stuff, this anime is fire. Just know that.
Tenko pushed beyond his emotional limits until he activated his inherent superpower, or quirk.
It wasn't something cool like flight or super strength. In his terror, he accidentally killed his whole family. Well, except for dear old dad. That one was intentional.
Tenko wandered the streets alone, silently begging for someone, anyone, to help him. If only a hero was there to save him. But instead, the only open hand he found belonged to the devil.
All for one. The greatest supervillain in history.
He took Tenko under his wing, feeding a hatred of everyone and everything, and grooming him to one day lead his league of villains in destroying hero society.
With that came a new
Loki, I didn't know he was doing it that young. Damn, I skipped out a lot on the episodes.
name, Tomura Shigaraki, and an absolutely nightmarish quirk.
Loki, that I can't even lie. Shigaraki's that nigga. He was Loki on business most of the time.
Hey, it does what it says on the tin. Anything Shiggy touches with all 5 fingers turns to dust. The perfect power for someone who just wants to destroy.
A citywide range. I knew that. Fear aura.
Pretty menacing, if not for that dorky-ass costume. I get it, hands are his thing, but come on, they just look so dumb and fake.
Oh, those aren't prosthetics. Those are real hands from his family that he killed, attached to his face.
Damn, who got them?
And explicitly commanded to be left there by his mentor so that he would never forget his rage.
Okay.
While his use of decay started off relatively weak, it rapidly increased in power and range as Shigaraki came into his own.
Decay isn't even limited to whatever he's touching. Anything that touches something he's decaying also decays.
Spreading like an
Wait.
Oh.
Damn, really? That's crazy.
Asthma that can wipe out anything from an enormous tower to an entire city.
If decay reaches you, your only hope is to isolate the body part that is disintegrating before it gets to something vital.
After years of training with the greatest supervillain of all time, Shigaraki was finally put in charge of his own team with one mission. He must kill his master's rival, the #1 hero, All Might.
Imagine having to get imagine you had to get like your disciple to slime out your #1 op, man. That's crazy work. Bro really said go slime out my op, bro. That's your first goal. That's crazy work. That's crazy work.
only to fall flat on his face.
Shigaraki was a terrible leader, quick-tempered, short-sighted, and, well...
Cringe! Oh, he's just so cringe. He uses gamer lingo unironically.
Really?
He whines like a baby when things don't go his way. He's the kind of guy who would say normie in real life, in front of normies.
But they say defeat is the greatest teacher of all. Only through struggle could Shigaraki manifest his dark conviction.
Right as All Might's new protege, Izuku Midoriya, was coming into his own as well.
These two rivals, the inheritors of their master's blood feud, would push themselves past their own limitations.
Especially when All Might and All For One double KO'd each other, leaving Shigaraki to lead the League of Villains all by himself.
And with the stakes higher than ever before, Shigaraki stepped up. He personally battled the monstrous Gigantomachia for a month and a half straight, and conquered
Damn, for a month? Gang? He fought that nigga for a month? Damn.
other villain organizations to create the Paranormal Liberation Front, thousands of new soldiers for his personal army.
All to impress All For One's personal quack, Dr. Ujiko, who spent months upgrading Shigaraki's body to make it more like his sensei's. It might have been constant agony, but Shiggy went from Chud to Chad.
Ujiko's experimentation vastly increased Shigaraki's strength, speed, and durability, enough to match and surpass even All Might's absurd power.
Sharing All Might's power between...
So that's what he was doing. Okay, again, I have a bad skipping problem. I'm like an iPad kid when I was watching anime at the time, because I did not know that shit. What the fuck? I knew he was like testing himself, but I didn't know it was that bad.
them, Deku and Bakugo were able to punch an island-sized hole in a cloud that reached 24 miles into the sky. We've calculated that before to be nearly 80 million.
There's a death battle between these two? Oh, we might watch that
Megatons of
later.
TNT, almost as much as the meteor that wiped out the dinosaurs.
And Shigaraki can now move fast enough that his body produces hypersonic shockwaves and can even catch laser beams.
And he's tough enough to survive Star and Stripes Intercontinental Ballistic Cruise Punch. Now the new name for my penis. Move over, gigantic Omega Storm. Anyway, it also made a blast so big it showed up against the curvature of the Earth.
Though he might seem invincible, when Shigaraki's body is pushed hard enough, he will evolve into a state of uncontrollable power.
So Decay became, oh shit, more hands.
Shigaraki can spontaneously generate flesh into existence, seemingly oceans of it in an instant. When
I found that disgusting first time he did that shit. Like, that shit was very off-putting for me on some Jinji Ito type shit.
whenever he wants. He can even use it as a type of armor to defend himself in
I did think that was sick, though. I loved how he could use the hands as body.
close combat.
But that's nothing compared to Ujiko's greatest gift. Shigaraki wanted to be the new All For One, so what better way than the old man's quirk?
All For One's quirk, All For One, allows its user to steal and store quirks with just a touch.
And All For One has hundreds of them stored up, collected over the years.
Each quirk is connected to a memory of its user's essence in the
Imagine he had, like, he slimed out somebody for, like, one of the lamest, like, quirks ever. Like, a quirk that can make you move 2 times faster. Not even 2 times, 2.5 times faster. When you're already at, like, the good speed you are. It's like, it seems low-key useless almost. Not saying that's not fast, but you feel me?
form of a spirit, a vestige.
Kinda like a piece
They're creating from biological quirk factors. And describing as the body soul, blah, 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 blah. Okay.
of their soul. They exist in this kinda psychic world in Shigaraki's body, and can even act as a spiritual defense should it be invaded.
And with those vestiges came quirks, like super fast healing.
Okay, I need to actually read this because I know that man had a lot. He had air cannon, search, danger sense, spring-like limbs, super regeneration, flight, heavy payload, telekinesis, radio waves, vestige, reflect, warping, scatter, and many more. Damn.
Air blast, radio waves, flight, telekinesis, teleportation of others, and the ability to track foes.
He can even combine multiple quirks together, like in this big-ass electric Kamehameha.
However, any vestige stolen or destroyed is sentient, and some can even fight for control.
Which is when the second shoe finally dropped. Because Shigaraki also got All For One's vestige, that means All For One was now in possession of a shiny new body that he'd spent the last almost 15 years molding for him to take over.
Shigaraki's entire existence was planned from the beginning. Why? Because All Might's previous mentor was Nana Shimura, Tenko's grandmother.
All that to mess with the...
Bro, I knew that, but now, like, again, thinking about it, bro really got his fucking, oh my god, bro got his ops fucking master, his fucking grandson, to get his bot, like, that's fucking crazy work in my opinion. That's fucking crazy work.
All Might, that is some next level hating right there.
He manipulated Shigaraki's entire life, all for one purpose. To create a soul so corrupted, it would grind away at All Might's perfect world, allowing All for One to take full control.
But All for One's possession wasn't complete, and Shiggy managed to fight his way back to the top, literally decaying his way through vestiges in the process, all to fight his rival Deku one last time.
That's hard though. You can't say that's not hard. Bro was standing 10 toes. That was hard. You cannot say that wasn't hard. By the way,
Vestiges in the process, all to fight
this goes hard. I can't even lie, this is hard.
his rival Deku one last time.
Despite Izuku's best efforts to save him, Shigaraki was too far gone. His spirit decayed by years of venomous hatred.
And the new symbol of hope defeated the new symbol of fear, burying All for One's grudge for good.
All that Shigaraki asked was to be remembered as the heartless destroyer he was raised to be, and not the broken, angry, crying little boy he really was deep inside.
For just that one moment, though, Shiggy got in Deku the only thing he'd been denied his whole life, the one thing his lifelong nihilistic tantrum was really all about. He got a hero who tried to save him. This
Yeah, I'm not going. Fuck. Nope. We're not doing that. Respectfully, we're not doing that.
Able and wetted his fields with his blood, man's greatest fear has been his fellow man.
But what if this fear took on a life of its own?
What if all that negative emotion humans felt for one another spilled from their bodies and congealed, forming, over time, a living being fueled by malice,
Why I get straight dogs in my face, dog?
which believes in nothing but the law of the jungle?
Well, then you'd have the special grade curse with the patch face,
Fucking bum.
Mahito. Oh, I've had people tell me I've become a human disaster curse when I've had too many mojitos.
Mahito is one of the deadliest beings to ever afflict mankind. He's no mere
See, nigga, only 5'11", bro. Bro, short as hell. Bro, I'm pretty sure maybe shorter than me. I think. Maybe, I don't know.
mortal though, but a cursed spirit. Innumerable spirits exist, weaker or stronger depending on the amount of anxieties, jealousies, hatreds, and fears humans feel about them.
Like the fear of locusts, kinda weak. Or the fear of smallpox, getting stronger. Or the fear of fire. Oh, goodbye, Tokyo.
So it follows that mankind's fear of itself would be extremely powerful. Those negative emotions manifest as Mahito, a being composed of cursed energy.
It's basically like evil ki. Cursed energy can be used to make spirits way stronger, faster, and tougher than any normal human. And it's invisible, making curses like Mahito impossible for the untrained eye to see. Only a life or death situation can galvanize a normal person to see a cursed spirit.
That also makes cursed spirits virtually immune to physical damage. They may be physically present in space, but can only be harmed by attacks that embody spirit matter like cursed energy.
Which makes curses insanely hard to get rid of, like ghosts, cockroaches, or my ex. That's why you need a jujutsu sorcerer to come in and kaizen the shit out of them. They call it exorcism, but I like the way I said it better.
Curses and sorcerers have battled each other for millennia, waging an endless war over the fate of humanity.
Bro, I swear, I cannot. I don't know if I could be a Jujutsu sorcerer. Like, I would love to, but I'd have to be like a high grade, because I'm not gonna get slimed out by a fucking curse that looks like a penis with lipstick. Like, look at what I'm looking at. I'm not getting slimed out by something like this.
Almost exclusively in Japan, though, for some reason.
But Mahito was special. You see, most curses are basically dumb animals, but Mahito has so much cursed energy that it gave him sentience.
So he was recruited by Kenjaku alongside other special grade disaster curses to wreak havoc upon the world. In fact, they made Mahito their leader.
And even more frightening than intelligence and bloodlust, Mahito possessed philosophy.
Perhaps informed by the tragic meaninglessness of interhuman conflict, Mahito is an existential nihilist, believing in nothing but his own will to power. It's a dog-eat-dog world, and Mahito is the wolf.
Which also makes him kind of a goofball.
Bro, why the fuck? I never thought about it. Why does he? Fucking hell. Fucking bum, bro. Ugly ass guy, bro. Alright, let me stop.
If nothing matters, why not have fun with the slaughter? Really get your steps in. He loves to dig around and toy with your emotions like a cartoon character before slitting your throat.
An appropriate analogy considering his curse technique, idol transfiguration.
Using his cursed energy, Mahito can control anyone's soul with just a touch, including his own. In fact, he's so good at manipulating his own soul that you can't even kill the bastard without directly targeting it.
In Jujutsu Kaisen, the soul and the body share an immutable connection. Whatever happens to the former affects the latter.
This
According to Principal Yaga, one can replicate a soul and its information from the information of the body, such as how he created Panda. Okay.
Mahito squash, stretch, and shape-shift his body into literally anything he wants. Like Play-Doh, he can turn his limbs into blades or clubs, grow wings like a bird or fins like a fish, reform his body around injuries, or even create clones.
Curse users are naturally unharmed by their own ability. Should he touch a human, though, his alterations to their body are instantly fatal.
And since he's attacking your soul, those physical wounds are gonna be impossible to heal.
Even if his alteration isn't directly fatal, the human body won't last more than a few moments in a transfigured state.
All that with one touch! God, I thought herpes was bad.
His powers mean Mahito treats humans as effectively disposable dolls that he can gleefully experiment on. The more casualties, the better, especially if he gets to break your spirit first and watch you suffer.
Even more twisted is when he combines two transfigured humans together for soul multiplicity, essentially a giant torrent of body horror flesh that he repels at an opponent. Ugh.
Mahito is unbelievably...
I can't say one thing good about Mahito. The fight with Mahito and fucking Yuji and fucking... I'm blanking. And Todo. Took me a minute to figure that out. The fight against Yuji Todo, that shit was gas. All of it. That was just straight hands and clapping, even without the hands clapping. It was a great.
Creative with his application of idol transfiguration. And despite being a newborn curse, consistently keeps experienced sorcerers on the back foot.
It helps that he's a quick study who's picked up a number of different curse techniques, like the Black Flash.
By applying cursed energy within 1 microsecond of an impact with an enemy, space itself will distort, exponentially amplifying its force by a factor of 2.
Bro, I'm telling you, I would be able to black flash like crazy, bro. Like, it's just timing, bro. Trust me. I could land the meanest black flash. Call me Yuji Itadori, because I could hit that shit. It was easy. Like, I could just go up to the nice grandma up the street. Fucking, me! It black flashed them, bro.
0.5.
Not only does this hurt like a mother, it restores your curse technique and gets you fully in the zone.
And would require reflexes moving nearly 1,000 times the speed of sound. It's no surprise then that Mahito also unlocked the pinnacle of sorcerer techniques, the domain expansion.
Oh shit! More hands! A domain is like a barrier of cursed energy, but if you're caught inside, Mahito can use idol transfiguration instantly without even needing to touch you.
It's called the self-embodiment of perfection, the ultimate expression of Mahito's absolute control over his victim's body and soul. The only time it ever failed was against the student sorcerer and Mahito's archenemy, Yuji Itadori.
Because not only was Yuji
The goat himself.
A barf-inducing goody little two-shoes who believed in the inalienable rights of all living things, blah, blah, blah. He also had a curse inside of him.
The king of
King
curses,
Von himself, dog.
Sukuna.
Which meant Mahito's ability affected both souls in Yuji's body. Sukuna didn't like that. No surprise, and kicked Mahito's ass, forcing Patchface to fight with a handicap whenever facing his pink-haired menace.
Yuji's belief in the value of human life flew directly in the face of the world that Mahito knew to be cruel and meaningless. So he made it his mission to crush Yuji's spirit before killing him, murdering his friends, defiling their corpses, and brutally battering him before going in for the kill.
And he's got the strength to do it. Mahito's
Bro.
one of the most
His fit is fucking ass, bro. I'm gonna just keep it a buck right now. Like, that shit just that shirt pisses me the hell off. Jesus Christ.
powerful curses in the world, and his growth is exponential.
Fellow disaster curse Jogo was able to summon a massive meteor capable of reducing the city of Shibuya to ash.
That'd take an energy of over 800 kilotons of TNT.
And Mahito can take as good as he can give, especially when, in the throes of struggle against Yuji, he evolved, unlocking a vastly more powerful form, the instant body of distorted killing.
Complete with armored exoskeleton and arm blades, this was a taste of the almighty curse Mahito was growing into, a true blight on all mankind.
It wouldn't last. In a bitter battle of resolve, Yuji won out. In a dog-eat-dog world, there was now a bigger wolf.
So he tucked tail and ran away like a bitch.
Ran away like the bitch he is. Ran away like the pussy he is. Cause he a bitch. Once he found out he couldn't eat what he fucking was given, he was trying to bite the hand that feed him, and bro tried to run away once someone tried to smack the shit out of him. And he ran like a bitch. The bitch he is.
Oh, life suddenly became a whole lot more meaningful the second it looked like it was about to end.
All that
Exactly.
gleeful nihilism, just a bitter hypocrisy in the end.
For him, maybe, but Mahito found a convert in his archenemy. After a battle that wiped out thousands of innocent people, Yuji's youthful spirit was gone. The only thing left that mattered was exorcising this curse.
In a way, that was Mahito's final victory, the destruction of another human being's soul. He may not have been around to see it, but the curse Mahito inflicted on the world would bring it to its knees. Hey, do you see that join button? Yeah, that one. That's your ticket to being a death battle champion. As a champion,
Really? Do I get to 1v1 niggas?
you get all sorts of exclusive death battle content, like extra videos, live chats, and sending us your own matchup ideas. And the support helps us make even more death battle. So thank you for being a champion.
Your wealth.
All right, the combatants are set, and we've run the data through all possibilities.
It's time for a...
Are set,
Brought
and
back
we've run the
flashback. This dog shit of a let me not get started, bro. Anyway.
data through all possibilities.
It's time for a death battle!
Alrighty, my boys. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna be so real. Shigaraki is wiping the floor with this nigga. I feel like he... Like, one touch... I'm pretty sure he just needed to touch the ground. He won. Am I wrong? Isn't it when, like, you touch the floor, and then boom, as long as it's, like, near somebody, they're gonna disappear too. Easy. Easy win. Unless he, like, jumps. Then just do it again. God damn! Off the bat. Hey, we just going straight in. None of that. Just okay.
I'd heard of a powerful villain stalking these parts. My organization is going to tear this putrid world down around us. We could use a freak of your talents.
Little old me. Do I want to be king of the
Lil old me.
social rejects? How about I bring them your head instead?
Fine by me. Let's call this your audition. Sickum.
Look at my boy. Look at my boy. Oh my goodness. Hold on. I can't even lie, that was hard. I can't even lie. Okay.
Game over.
Well, easy. Like, bro, he's already almost done for already.
Did
Off
you
the bat.
actually just see that? God, how
Okay, you see the mistake here? The mistake here is that Shigaraki just stopped. My boy just stopped doing anything. You should have head tapped the guy. I know damn well you got a fucking quirk that just allows you to shoot something out of your hands. I'm pretty sure.
lame.
Like, bro, look what he's doing, dog. Like, that's some weirdo shit. And okay, let me stop pausing. Damn. What? Oh, he's getting no. Like, yes.
Mission over.
Yes.
Did I get the part?
Woo! Why is this animation hard? Hold on.
Decay.
This animation's hard.
What a rush.
That didn't hurt though. That didn't hurt. I get you. Oh, okay. Oh,
Domain expansion.
no, he doesn't win this. That barely was doing it. Oh my goodness, I'm not gonna lie, the animation is fucking crisp. Hold on. Who animated this? Who animated this? Who animated this shit? Starring boom boom credit. Producer, episode, animation. Moro? Well, Moro, you might be that guy.
Read your soul.
This
You're
animation
just
is
a
crazy
scared little
weird.
boy whose daddy was mean and wants to make it everyone else's problem. Grow up.
Hands off my masterpiece.
Hey? Oh, this is what I was talking about. This is what I was talking about.
Yourself too. You only hate humanity
Bro, this
because
is
you
what
were
I'm talking
born that way. Totally.
Look how fast this boy ran.
Born that way.
You see how fast that boy ran? That boy was out of there.
Totally random.
Yes.
I hate them for a reason. You grow up.
No. This is hard. Hold on, wait. No. This is gas. This is my boy, bro.
What did I say, Wiz? Like a bitch.
With their complex power sets, this match was a puzzle to figure out, which is why we're breaking it down to 3 categories.
Really? This was a puzzle? I honestly think it was an easy win. Because bro could just touch the floor and boom, done for. Like, I'd say the only difficult part out of this was Mahito's domain, but that's about it.
Physical stats, survivability, and their powers.
But first, let's address one thing. Could Shigaraki even see Mahito? He's an invisible curse after all.
Cursed energy and quirks are notably different, and Shigaraki wouldn't be able to see curses normally. However, even regular humans can spontaneously develop the ability to see curses in life and death scenarios. And with the Search quirk, Shigaraki would have had no problem tracking it.
So seeing Mahito wouldn't have been an issue. With that out of the way, we can jump into their stats.
Ah, fuck. I guess we'll read it kind of blurry. Curses are invisible due to existing on a different spectrum of light than what normal people can see. Shigaraki,
This was no contest. Despite the disaster curses being able to destroy entire cities with their cursed energy, Shigaraki scaling to Deku and Bakugo meant he was calculably millions of times stronger.
He was faster too, considering he could react to light beams, while Mahito's Black Flash capped out at nearly 1,000 times the speed of sound. Nothing to scoff at, but Shiggy was thousands of times faster. Shigaraki takes stats.
But survivability was a little trickier to figure out.
Yep, in terms of raw durability, Shigaraki was a lot tougher, and his ability to generate new flesh meant that he could heal any wounds he might receive super easy.
However, Mahito is
Idol Transfiguration's unique ability to nullify regeneration, like reverse curse technique, is predicted on its damaged souls. Mahito could not assert. We cannot assert and directly target the super regeneration vestige. Therefore, he could not stop Shigaraki from healing bodily injuries. Okay.
a curse and is immune to the kind of overwhelming physical damage Shigaraki could dish out. Not only that, Mahito's regenerative ability via Idol Transfiguration meant that he'd come back from anything short of spiritual damage.
Considering Mahito's unique curse body, he should actually get the edge in survivability.
Which presents a crucial question. Could Shigaraki even kill a curse like Mahito in the first place?
Or would Mahito's unkillability give him the time he needed to eventually put Shiggy down with Idol Transfiguration?
It all comes down to their powers.
Shigaraki had a lot more variety with all of the crazy quirks All For One had collected over all the years, but none that we know of could properly kill a curse. That didn't mean Idol Transfiguration was a surefire bet either, though.
Of all things, Shigaraki's vestiges served as a spiritual shield.
Shigaraki survived multiple ones for all transfer attacks from Deku, which directly attacks the soul and reflect identical damage on the body. Just like Idol Transfiguration, his body evolved to counter these punches automatically.
From the effects of Idol Transfiguration. The fact that Mahito could not avoid targeting Sukuna while attacking Yuji meant that he couldn't target specific souls inside a person.
And Shiggy has hundreds of soul-like entities inside of him. Sure, each one down means he loses a quirk, but that's more than enough time to land a single hit with Decay, especially considering how much faster Shiggy is.
And Mahito has no way to defend against Shigaraki's primary quirk. Decay has affected spiritual.
Even if Shigaraki cannot target spiritual matter, Nanami stats that a curse like Mahito would still die after expanding all of their cursed energy. Given Shigaraki's massive physical advantage, arsenal of abilities, and proven 45 days stamina versus gigantic nigga, he easily wins the war of attention. Already did the word.
Beings in the past. Again, vestiges. In fact, he was able to damage Deku's vestige and have that damage transferred to the Deku in the real world.
Mahito may be made of spirit energy, but he still has a physical form. In fact, sorcerers that couldn't naturally target the soul.
Jesus Christ, a lot of reading. Shigaraki's soul is additionally shielded by a barrier of pure hatred, distinct from his soul itself. Idol Transfiguration has been blocked by Nanami's cursed energy, which is born from the negative emotions like hatred.
We're able to fight him on even footing. No reason to think Shiggy wouldn't decay him like everyone else.
Giving Shigaraki the third and final edge. It was a unique duel to the death, but Shigaraki's overwhelming might, unstoppable powers, and deadly decay spelled the end for the disaster curse.
Nothing else to say. You really gotta hand it to Shigaraki.
The winner is Tomura Shigaraki.
Exactly.
Next time on Death Battle.
My fucking boy, bruh. My fucking boy. Woo! I knew you was gonna win that shit, bruh. It was just too simple to keep it a buck. That's about it for y'all. Any other ones that I hopefully haven't seen? Like, I've seen this one. I've seen the Spider-Man versus Deku one. So if there's any other more, hopefully that I haven't watched, I'll try to get to watching it. Anyway, that's about it. Peace out, y'all.